What are the key details of the Scott Peterson case? When we think about infamous true crime trials, the Scott Peterson case often comes to mind. It is a gripping story filled with twists and turns that captivated the nation. Let's break down the key details of this high-profile case. At the center of this case is Laci Peterson, who was 8 months pregnant when she went missing on December 24, 2002. She lived in Modesto, California, and her disappearance quickly raised alarms. Her husband, Scott Peterson, became the main suspect as investigators noted inconsistencies in his statements and behavior. Scott's affair with Amber Frey, a woman he had been seeing, added more suspicion to his character. This relationship came to light during the investigation and became a focal point for prosecutors. They argued that Scott's actions indicated he had a motive to harm Laci. In the months following Laci's disappearance, Scott purchased a boat. Prosecutors claimed he used this boat to dispose of Laci's body in the San Francisco Bay. In April 2003, the remains of Laci and her unborn son, Connor, were discovered near the area where Scott had claimed to be fishing on the day she went missing. Scott was arrested on April 18, 2003, and faced 2 counts of murder. The legal proceedings began with a preliminary hearing in late 2003. A judge ruled that there was enough evidence for Scott to stand trial. Due to the intense media coverage, the trial was moved from Stanislaus County to San Mateo County to ensure an impartial jury. Jury selection started in early 2004, and the trial commenced in June 2004. The prosecution relied on circumstantial evidence, including Scott's affair and his suspicious behavior around the time of Laci's disappearance. Forensic evidence also played a role in linking him to the crime scene. Throughout the trial, there were issues with juror misconduct, leading to the dismissal of several jurors. Ultimately, the jury found Scott guilty of first-degree murder for Laci's death and second-degree murder for Connor's death. In March 2005, he was sentenced to death. However, the case continued to evolve. Scott's legal team filed multiple appeals over the years, citing juror misconduct and improper jury selection. In 2021, the California Supreme Court overturned his death sentence. They ruled that the trial judge had wrongly excluded potential jurors who opposed the death penalty. Scott was resentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This case serves as a significant example in true crime discussions, highlighting the role of circumstantial evidence and the impact of media on public perception. It also raises questions about jury selection and the legal processes involved in appeals. The Scott Peterson case remains a reference point for understanding the complexities of the American legal system and the challenges faced in securing convictions based on circumstantial evidence.